Coming. Let's go. Dismiss. Dismiss. Okay. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Are you ready for chaos? Ciao, Bob. Christopher, good morning. Good morning, Sed. Praveen, welcome, by the way. I think you're a new member, right? Welcome. Jeff, good morning. Daniel, RELI, you got in at 52 this AM. Well done. Well done. No, it's done really, really well. It does look like it's stalling at 70, 72, 74, though, right? So, yeah, there you go. So that's a really nice run. But when you see it stalling like that, all those candles just wicking at the top, it's usually a sign that it wants to go down. Right? Really good run, though. Really good breakout, really good run. This one's been spammed a few times in Discord, but anyways, yeah, when you see it stalling like that and you have those wicks at the top, you want to be very careful because people might start taking profits. So let's see if that thing can at least stay above 60 cents. I say 60 cents, but I think you'd like for that thing to stay above like 62 and then go back up. Yamaguchi, good morning. Sinister, good morning. Jonathan, good morning. Christian, good morning. Possible run, I'll take a look. Moaz, good morning. Queen, good morning. Kel, good morning. Virus and Thrust. Good morning, Monty. Wants, good morning. Troy, good morning. Stino, good morning. Jake, good morning. Dave, good morning. Claudia, good morning. Tesh, ayo. Be Will, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Humble, good morning. Willie, good morning. Mariah, good morning. Joe, good morning. Cover, good morning. Yeah, so welcome to Daniel, welcome to Praveen, welcome to Be Will, welcome guys, welcome to the community. If you haven't joined yet, like if you don't have a link, Dylan, good morning. This is your invite link at the bottom of the chat. So click that invite link and then come join us in Discord. David, good morning. KVS, good morning. Explicits, good morning. Okay, I think we should be good. Dora. Choto, good morning. Jonathan, other Jonathan. Shazar, good morning. Dolls, good morning. The Daily Move side, just subscribe to your Discord. Excited to be a part of the group. I'm glad you're a part of the group now, Daniel. Welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, going into the open, Sonoma was from last night, right? These guys had news last night. We talked about this one quite a bit last night. It had a really good run and then dipped and then exploded again this morning. So this one kind of seems like it's being pushed by retail more than anything else, but that's fine. MBIO, nice gap up though, right? Even though this thing ran all the way like this morning, it was all the way up to like $1.30, which is really nice, right? So from 13 cents yesterday to what did we close? We closed at 75 cents. That's not too bad, right? Really good run. And then this morning it just continued. So for now, going into the open, I'd like to see that thing find a base around $1. In the back of my mind, I'm like, we maybe go fill the gap closer to 75 cents before we run again, but who knows? Right. So for now, let's see if we can stay above $1 first. And if we can, then that your next resistance is $1.10 for MBIO. Alrighty, if we can stay above that level, then that's good. There, speaking of Sonoma retail pump, there goes Sonoma on the left hand side. There's another one that's doing really well this morning, actually, Nui. Yeah, so Sonoma just broke above 30 cents there on the left hand side, which isn't too bad. NLSP isn't doing much, but it seems to have a bit of support at 35 cents. ASNS looking a bit more sus below the 200, but let's see what happens the closer we get to the open. RELI broke below 60 cents, but then came right back above 60 cents. So let's see. MLGO finally said, you know what, guys? Suck it. Suck it. I'm going to pop. And finally said, I'm going to pop on my own. So let's see if we can break above $1, 520, and actually stay above 520. Right? Yeah, it's trying to. I do like that consolidation. You 580. Lucas, how did you get in at 580? Yeah, we really need to. Hopefully, it's a smaller position, Lucas. Please. Hopefully, it's a smaller position. Right. Hopefully, it's a smaller position, and you're not having to. Yeah. Okay. Good. 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 Yeah, even if it's a small position though, Lucas, right? Make sure you're finding ways to manage your losses. Otherwise, that will be the end of you, right? You need to find ways to make sure that, like, if you're getting in at 580, uh, you're very careful if that stock is breaking below 550, 540. Like you're just holding it, right? You can't do that, right? Because the times that you're going to come back, the times that you're not going to come back, and then your account is going to go to the abyss. So be very careful, please. Alrighty. Cool. Victor, what's your position in NDRA? What's your position? Explicit 515. Yeah. Yeah. No. Again, I was hoping that we would consolidate and then bounce immediately, but then we were still below the 9 EMA. I was being a bit more aggressive with the entry, but sometimes honestly, just best to wait for that consolidation because you can see that consolidation, right? Like it's clearly consolidating nicer at the bottom, and the demand zone shows up, so that's perfect, right? You do have a little bit of resistance at 528, 530 though, George and explicit. So just be mindful. Hopefully, when the market opens, it still holds those levels. So here we go. It's trying to bounce there now. So let's see what happens. See if we can break above $5.30, and then I'll take a look at some of these other plays. So 28 cents and then 13 cents for NDRA. Let me see where this candle closes at, and then we can move on. We have 20 minutes before the market opens, so we have a lot of time actually. 20 minutes. It looks like actually that's the same stock. Okay, NDRA 13 cents. Okay, that's better than I expected, Victor. Right. Obviously, this one had all of that hype yesterday, and it just never had the momentum, right? But your entry is at a spot where like you're not having to stretch too much. So the low for now for pre-market is what 11, almost a double bottom from like from after hours to pre-market, at 1160. which is interesting. RELI is slowly bouncing back up there, which isn't too bad, but 13 cents. I would. Your position is not like the biggest position where you're going to be in a lot of trouble if it dips. I would almost want that thing to stay above like 12 cents though. So if I was in this, I'd want it to stay above 12 cents. So you're risking a penny, right? But yeah, I just don't know. Again, the reason why this is tough, Victor, is because this is retail. Like it's retail pushing it, right? It's not like the company has a catalyst, something amazing is coming. Like it's just retail. And the stock is red. But for now, yeah, hopefully we stay above the 200. Hopefully we stay above 12 pennies and you should be okay. Okay. So yeah, there goes MLGO. There goes the push we were waiting for, huh? There goes the push we were waiting for, guys. Good morning, Laura. Choo, choo, choo. G-Wave Fidelity getting momentum after reverse splits. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that one. Oh, Greg. So you had to diamond hand, and then rewards, and this one. Uh, the moment you got out, yeah, that's how they do it. Mm, okay. Both have news, I believe, and sitting at good places. Okay. Okay. I'll keep an eye on that one then, Mark. There you go. Perfect. CMTL. Uh, yeah. Need monies to get back to Discord, Jeff? No, you don't. No, 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 no. Na, 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 na. There you go. Okay, let me read some of these comments because I've been slacking on them. Ayo, highest vibe. Rich rising to you as well. Richard, good morning. Good morning. If I missed you, missed. Yeah. Okay. Let me look at some of these other names. Money making DJ. What's your question? Is it a dead play? No, it's not. No, it is not. The reason I say that is because I'm looking for the chart here. NLSP has a nice little double bottom at 34. It's at 34.80 here. It's really going to need to stay above it though. The reason why I say NBIO is not a dead play is because that thing is still green for the day, right? That stock was 13 cents. It's at $1 now. So I wouldn't say it's a dead play, NBIO. Let's see what happens when the market opens. As long as it stays above 75 cents, it's not a dead play. If it goes below 75 cents, then it's a dead play. Do I need to do something else? Yes, you do, Daniel. So go into that channel that says getting started. You need to follow the steps in that channel and the rest will open up. Um, do you have yeah, exactly, Harrison. So you have to link your YouTube to Discord. So you just have to go into that channel, follow the instructions in that. There are little screenshots. There's also a video that says how to connect. Right. So if you watch that video, it's going to show you what to do. There goes MBIO with a nice little bounce, right? Off a demand zone. So, Sly, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat that Virus shared and come join us in Discord. Alrighty. MLGO looks like we actually popped above 550 there briefly. So we MLGO, MBIO, and then what else do we really like? Okay. What else do we really like on this list here? Yeah, it looks like it's failing at 550 for now. This one. Holo does? That's interesting. Very interesting. For RELI, the only issue now, Monty, is you're 13 minutes away from the open, right? On a stock that's up 200%, anything can happen. So sometimes you maybe don't want to take that risk. Yeah. Lucas, if you're going to do that, you should have done that at the bottom when it's consolidating. Like if you're going to buy MLGO, right? You want to do that at the bottom when it's consolidating and it looks like it's finding a base, not when it's popped and it's sitting at resistance, right? That thing has resistance at 550. This is almost a spot where you're like, do I want to keep holding my position, right? So not adding more unless it breaks above that level, then that's a different question. But yeah, be very careful, please. Chris, good morning. What are my thoughts, Ben Julie? I'll take a look and then time to get in. Sly, SMX. SMX. This one's up 5%. The volume isn't amazing. The stock has been getting destroyed for some reason, right? Destroyed. Is it time to get in? I mean, as long as it stays above 9 pennies. So if you get into this, make sure it stays above 9 pennies. Pablo? Okay, I will. I saw you post something, but I wasn't sure what it was. And then let me take a look at AEMD, Banjuli. You're in at 89 cents. Okay, so you're slightly right in that position. The daily chart doesn't look too bad, right? Like this thing obviously would have been really nice when it was consolidating at the bottom there, but so they had a bit of news, but the stock really isn't performing as you wanted to. You might have bought this thing you bought it when the news came out. You bought this thing when the news came out at 69 cents, didn't you? Banjuli, please go to Discord because I see your entry and I know that it shouldn't have been an entry already. So may go into the education channel. Good morning, CM. Good morning, Mamba. Go into the education channel, Banjuli. There's a video in there that says how to play pre-market stocks or how to play stocks that have breaking news, right? So at some point at the end of the day today, watch that video and it's going to help you out. Alrighty. Watch that video. Watch that video, please. Because your entry was a bit of your entry was a bit interesting. So just be careful. For now, though, it seems to be finding a base at 64 cents. If they can stay above that 64 cents, I think you're going to be okay. Yeah. Okay. So it kind of seems like if you look at the algo, it looks like it's building a bit of a, like a bit of a downtrend there, but like a wedge off the bottom, right? So like right there. So at least it looks like it's holding that bottom, right? So you have a pivot and you have a breakout on the left hand side there, which is good. But at the same time, like it needs to break. If it can break and stay above it, Julie, you might just be okay. Good morning, Virus. Good morning, Roy. Good morning. Who else did I miss? Okay, I think that should be it. Yeah. Already. Yeah, this one does look interesting though. I do like the theme with monkeypox and everything else. Ooh, look at NDRA. That 13-cent entry. Yeah, look at that. Almost 14 cents on the ask. The bid is still way below, but the ask is all the way up there. MLGO is just stalling right below resistance, so MLGO needs to break. You need a win today, Brian. Okay, Lori, good morning. Jordan, morning. Yeah, so that thing needs to break above MLGO. Rely is still just sitting there, right? So nothing really happening yet. Again, I think the fact that it's up 200% and the market's about to open is usually 50-50. River, good morning. Welcome to Discord. NLSP looks like it's curling up the bottom, so that's good. So it looks like it held a double bottom on the left hand side, right? It looks like we held a double bottom right there, right? Bottom one, bottom two, and then bounce. ASNS has been looking weak the entire morning, so I don't know if that thing's going to bounce when the market opens. We shall see. Cool. Cool. And then Sonoma is really not doing much for now. But again, I do think though it's when we get close to the open like we are, you want to be careful with all these crazy names that are gapping up, right? Mera. You're looking for a dip on Rely? Okay, sounds good. There's your dip on MLGO, right? So resistance, resistance, resistance. 550, right? That's the level we posted in Discord with the signal, right? So yeah. La, 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 la. There goes MLGO, right? So again, 550 resistance and then Divskis. Doo-doo. So if you stayed in that name, congratulations. But if you secured some monies at the top, also congratulations. So now what you want to see if you're still in this one, MLGO is a higher low, right? You want to see a higher low on this thing. You don't want to have it break below that level again. So stay above, consolidate, curl back up, and you should be happy. Uh, um, Good morning, Dan. Alicia, what do I think about that one? It does look like, yeah, 66 cents for AEMD. So slow and steady, right? So as long as it maintains that little wedgie wedge and it stays above it, it does seem to need more volume though. Needs a bit more volume already. So we'll keep a close eye on that thing if the volume does come through. Mike, good morning. Okay. How to use Disco correctly? I didn't see any alerts. Um, so you have all the channels, traders. Um, you have all the channels in Discord, right? If you're connected and you have all the channels, what I would recommend you do is go into the education channel. There's an education channel. There's a video in there that shows all the channels. Like we did a class when we did a video that explains this is what you'd find in this channel. This is what you find in this channel. So I would go back and watch that video. It's in the education channel. It's labeled how the channels work, how the bot works, when to buy stocks. We kind of went over 3 different topics in that video. Okay, what questions did I miss here? CMTL. Am I looking at the right one? I am not. Ooh, that thing looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah, so these guys had news earlier, and the stock has done really well. I'm not sure if you're in this one, Alicia. If you are, let me know. But it looks really good. I like the way that it broke out, right? So remember that the whole breakout stuff we talked about, right? So I like the way that it broke out. 5 minutes. Anyways, I like this breakout a lot, right? Educated FOMO, right? So again, resistance, left at right hand side, breakout. And then the entire time it stayed above the 9 EMA, the blue line, right? The magic blue line. So it looks really good. If you're in it. If you're not in it and we're getting close to the open and it's stalling at $3.15, right? So look at how long we've been sitting here for, right? So it's had quite a few candles at 310, 315. So if you're in it, it looks fine. If you're not in it, then that's a problem. Right? Then I wouldn't be looking for an entry when sitting at resistance with 5 minutes to go. I'd rather wait for that thing to break above resistance and have the market open and then play with it. For now, yeah, it's more of a play if you have a position already. Alrighty, MBIO is still at $1, not too bad. Sonoma is dipping like a tomato. Let me take a look at QLGN. You're in at 28 cents. Okay. So this is what I mean, right? Lucas, you're holding these positions too long, right? Way too long. Also, again, your entry is absolute rubbish, right? Like when I say rubbish, your entry is absolute rubbish. So the reason I say your entry is rubbish is you bought at 28 cents. You want to know where 28 cents is? 28 cents is right there. 28 cents is right there. You bought right below double top, right? So no breakouts, nothing, nothing. And then you diamond handed all the way to 20 cents. For now, as long as you stay above, like if you can stay like between 19 to 20 cents, I think you're okay for now. Like it's, you can kind of tell that it's been sitting at this level for quite a bit now. So you're technically already at the bottom, right? So, but your entry is a bit rubbish, right? Do not buy double tops in a red zone. You saw the red zone and you're like, ooh, red. Red stands for enter if you want violence, and then you entered, right? So when you're buying stocks like at 28, 29 cents, you have to be very careful because again, 30 cents is coming. Like 30 cents is your first once you break 20 cents, like you get to 28 cents, you're like 30 cents is my first major resistance. So when you buy stocks close to 30 cents, you have to be ready, right? So be very careful. And again, like when you look to the left hand side and you're like, I have resistance at 2020. I have resistance right there, and you're buying that thing really close to that level, you're asking for violence. um, Bruce, I will find you. Lucas, I will find you. So again, please make sure. I hope, right? It does look like we're consolidating in this demand zone and we're holding. So hopefully, when the market opens, it pops. But please be very careful. I'd rather you buy this thing above 30 cents. Why? Because it broke above 30 cents. It broke above resistance. Then catch it right below, hoping that it breaks out. Hope will send you to the corner that virus was standing at before like Diddy showed up and took him to the woods. Anyways, I'm just kidding. But yeah, hopefully it stays above that level. Cool. AEMD still looks like it's curling nicely above that little wedge, which is good. Um, CMTL is stalling still, Alicia. I'm not sure. Again, let me know if you're in a position. MLGO 350, 550, 550 resistance, and it's still selling off. So let's see what happens when the market opens in less than 2 minutes. RELI is just sitting there. NLSP is just sitting there. Everything is just sitting there. Like there's nothing that looks like it's about to go boom skis at the open. Not in. Okay. Yeah. Wait for the breakout. Yeah. 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 No. Nui was another one. Yeah. Okay. Nui Uwi Louis. Yeah, Nui shot up and then came all the way back down. Yeah. But you notice what Nui failed at as well? Like it's a very common thing, right? When you watch penny stocks, like I bet you there's someone else out there that bought this thing at 30, like look at this stock, right? This is 30 cents right there. That thing never closed above 30 cents and then all of a sudden it's at 21 cents. What does Nui have in common with QLGN? They both failed at 30 cents, right? So when you're watching penny stocks, be very careful when they get close to that 30-cent level, right? Like this one would have been really nice. As soon as it broke about 20 cents, it was like clear path to 30 cents. Because that's what people think about, right? When a stock breaks 20 cents, you're like, ooh, we 30 cents. Let's go. Right? When it breaks 30 cents, you're like, give me 40 and then 50, stuff like that, right? So that's exactly what it's done. And then it hit 30 cents, broke above it, and then went straight down. So the markets are open, guys. The markets are open. Let's see if we can get some violence here. MLGO with a nice little bounce there off that bottom-ish area. Let's see if we can stay above them. Everything else just looking for now. Rely is trying to bounce off a demand zone, so hopefully it does bounce off a demand zone. And then Nui looks like it's bouncing a little bit. It looks like NLSP is trying to bounce a little bit. It needs to break above like 40 cents and stay above 40 cents. NLSP, that's not too bad. Rely just had a nice green candle pop to 70 cents. So that next resistance is still at 74. 74. Ooh, 71. That thing said, ooh la la. Ooh la la. Oh wow. Okay. King said, "Ooh la la." But again, this is the dangerous thing with like making decisions within the first. I mean, as soon as I'm about to say it, it's dropping already. Right? Look at that. Look at that. Right? 60 cents. This is the danger of like making decisions the first like 2 minutes when the market opens. Is we all know like when the market opens, you're gonna have a lot of people buying, you're gonna have a lot of people selling. So like you like whatever happens at the open, unless we're breaking out, like you have nothing, right? Unless this thing was breaking above 74 cents and closing above 74 cents, like there's nothing to see, right? You're going to have a lot of volatility, up, down, up, down. Then which way do we go? Don't know yet. So there's a reason why a lot of people just sit on their hands the first 5 minutes, the first 30 minutes, so they can kind of let, the crazy people go away. The crazy people is us, by the way, you know? Let the crazy people like jump in and out, and then they can kind of look at the chart and say, okay, I actually have levels, and then go from there, again, MLGO is doing the same thing. It's trying to decide what it wants to do. NLSP is, again, that thing crazy candle up, crazy candle down, right? Like everybody just, does crazy things at the open. Look at that, right? Dipskis. AEMD still looks okay. So I finally broke above that wedge and is slowly creeping up. Slowly creeping up. So other than AEMD, but then again, like this one wasn't crazy into the open, anyways, right? Look at it go, right? Nice, beautiful, slow, steady chart. Mark, I know you're watching this one, so again, beautiful support of the bottom, right? So support, right? Breakout, retest, technically a breakout retest, and then we're breaking above the little wedgie wedge. So let's see if that thing can stay above that wedge. Deal. Other than that, everything else still looks sus. You know what doesn't look sus though? Is the one that Alicia was asking for, CMTL. CMTL is like, hey guys, bye guys. Ooh, Alicia, I hope you FOMOed into this thing. I really hope you FOMOed because I know you're watching it closely. But again, there goes your breakout, right? So crazy, crazy candles at the open. But like I said earlier, only if it's breaking out and holding above. Only then do you play with it, right? So it broke above 315 and closed above 315. Right? See that candle there? It broke, closed above, and then the next two candles said bye bye, right? So CTML is cooking there. It looks like RELI is trying to come back, like it's holding a double bottom of 59 cents. So if you're playing with RELI, make sure it stays above 59 cents. MLGO, straight to the abyss below the 9 EMA. Straight to the abyss. So let's see what happens. CTML is cooking though. My goodness. I think it's cooking. Ooh, just absolutely cooking. Okay, I'll take a look. My goodness. Alicia, did you FOMO into this? I hope just say yes. Hope you FOMO. You did? Nice, well done. I hope you're green though. Hope you're green. And so on. Retest. So don't MBIO. Oh yeah. If MBIO runs today, I think that'd be a really good. Rely looks really good as well. Like Rely is holding 59 cents. So if you're holding Rely, 59 cents needs to hold. And then MBIO guys, ooh wee. So if you look to the left hand side, always look left, right? You look to the left hand side for MBIO, it's that $1.10 resistance. So don't get overly excited yet until we break above $1.10, right? So that's your next resistance. So technically, this thing is still finding its footing, finding its footing. So $1.10. That's a really good run though. You got in at 61 crypto. I love it. Love it. Look at Rely Cook. Woof. That thing almost tapped 80 cents there. Yeah, 79.30, and then came back down. Yeah, it's a really nice breakout. Let's see if we come back for 74 though. What's your question about Sonoma? Let me look at the S&P here. Oh my goodness, bye. My goodness. I mean, at this point, honestly, we might as well just get above. Like, we might as well just get above 550. Just get above 550 and then just consolidate above 550 for like a month. Pretend like we're dipping, dip to like 5 549.99, and then go back up. Yeah, and 440s or 540s, I think. Yeah. Is this still fine? What do you mean, AJ? What do you mean? Is it still fine? What do you mean? Look at how quickly that thing is dropping below the 9 EMA, below the 200, right? No universe that this thing is fine in. So your next support is $4.30, but no universe is that thing fine. So be careful, please. MBIO really wants to break above that resistance, doesn't it? MBIO. Yeah, when the market opens like that and the stock is dropping, stay away. Stay away, stay away, stay away. So, yeah. And RELI is still playing with 74 cents, so it's going to need to close above, just maintain these candles above 74 cents and then push. 45. Like it. My goodness, the S&P. Sheesh. I know, virus. I know. Sometimes I have to catch myself. Like a year ago, like not even a year ago, we were trashing the S&P, saying how like, oh, everything looks horrible. We're going to three. Like, I mean, we were at 350. We were at 350, virus. Was it even a year ago we were at 350? And then we broke about 400s. And then the rest is history. My goodness. Wednesday doesn't work anymore. But and also tomorrow is a holiday. I know, 200 puts. My goodness. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyways, there goes the MBIO, guys. Ooh, MBIO with a nice pop. What a beautiful stonk. What a beautiful stonk MBIO is. What a beautiful stonk. Sheesh. La, la. La, 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 la. There you go. 16, $1.17. Oof. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You would have thought they would have halted it now. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That thing looks amazing though. This thing gives like FFIE vibes, doesn't it? This gives like FFIE vibes. Especially the fact that it's able to come back for a second day and do this, it is pretty impressive. So, yup. So, congratulations if you're still in this thing. If you're still in MBIO, type in yes in the chat. Yeah, Greg is still holding that same position from 25 cents. That's impressive, by the way, Greg. That's very impressive. Look at that. That thing is like, hey guys, bye guys. $1.25. Yes, official DP. Yeah, yeah. Type in yes if you're still in this stonk. Even if you jump back in, And I like the way that this thing's performing. Um, there you go. So it looks like we're in a brand new supply zone. So yesterday we said there was no resistance all the way to 90 cents, right? I just want to zoom in now because all we paid attention to yesterday was 90 cents and a dollar. Because, I mean, that was a pretty big run. So now that we broke above this level, if you look to the left hand side, it looks like we have a lot of supply. The closer we get to right between $1.40 and $1.50, which is typical, like a very, very typical, right? Typical range. Like every 10 cents at this point, we're going to have a bit of a problem, right? So $1.30, $1.40, $1.50, very typical. But that thing looks amazing, amazing. Yeah, Holo is just a POS at this point. If you play with it, make sure it stays above a dollar, right? So it might be an interesting gamble off that level, right? Oof, Greg is cooking. Cooking, Greg. It looks like Rely is also looking good, right? So Rely holding that 74 we talked about earlier. So as long as it stays above that level, I don't mind. Here goes a dollar 30, guys. Oh my goodness, MBIO. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Larry. Retrace to 59. You kind of want it to stay above 74 now. And if it breaks below, then yes, Brian, let it retrace all the way to the abyss. 12 monkey? What did you get in at? Realize your best friend. Oh my goodness. You bought this thing at 300 shares explicit at $1.05. Okay, nice. Make sure you move that stop loss up. Make sure you move the stop loss up, please. MLGO still looking like an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace to the stock market, right? So, but there you go. As soon as the market opens, like if the market opens and your stock is below the 9 EMA, like there's nothing else I can tell you, right? And it's dropping. So again, that thing was at 520 at the open, and then it just kept dropping. 520. I mean, like if you're diamond handing this thing, you better make a decision because that's weakness. That's crazy weakness. Red candle after red candle after red candle after red candle below the 9 EMA, below the 200. Absolute garbage. 92 cents. Okay, nice. So yeah, $1.30, like I said earlier, every 10 cents you're gonna have resistance, right? So $1.30 is your next resistance, and it's failing exactly at $1.30 at the top of the supply zone. So we need to break above $1.30 for MBIO. Someone was asking for a demand zone on CMTL. CMTL for now, like the demand zone is all going to be all the way in the abyss because we really haven't had any retest, right? Demand zones are created when a stock is selling off, and the algo can tell that okay, this is a level that like there's an imbalance at the people coming in to buy off this level. So CTML has just been pumping, right? No major dip skis. You can look at maybe like 340 and say, yeah, you know what, maybe that level is above the 20. That's not a bad level, but for now that thing looks very strong, very strong. So MBIO, a little bit of profit taking, right? And then dip skis. So let's see if we can maintain a higher low. So that $1.10 was our last resistance. When we go down like that, you want to have it stay above $1.10. Yeah. So as long as it stays above $1.10 for now, you're fine. Cool. Rely stalled quite a bit. So, and we've mentioned this quite a few times, right? When you see a stock stalling like this for too long, you want to make sure that your stop loss is good to go in case it starts to drop. So if you look to the left hand side though, you can kind of see this pivot sitting at 60 to 68 cents. If you're still in Rely, watch 68 cents. Let's see if we stay above. So 68 cents for your next support. And then below that, you're looking for 58 to 59 pennies. Cool. And MLGO guys, when you see a stock with this much weakness, stay away, please. Don't diamond hand, please. Right? Manage your monies. Don't diamond hand, right? If a stock is going to open like this and just drop below the 9 EMA, like we talked about that 550 resistance, it's not like it's a brand new level, right? 550 resistance. So when that thing breaks below the blue line, what do we say about the blue line, guys? The blue line is your best friend on the way up. It's your worst enemy on the way down. So as soon as that thing closed below, 540, 540 from 540 to 380, drop. No, like there's not a single green candle on this chart. So if you're just diamond handing and waiting, you're waiting for. Anyways, let's see if we can stay above the underline. And then CMTL double top. Alicia, what did you get into this thing at? Or did you sell already? So double top at 395 ish, $4, right? Common. And MBIO, it looks like we're coming back to retest that $1.10. Yeah. Good morning, Wizard. So here goes the retest, right? We break out, we come back for the retest. This is why if you miss it, don't FOMO, especially not in a red zone. If you FOMO in the red zone, I will find you. So, anyways, there goes $1.10. So now you wait for that consolidation, right? If it can consolidate and start to run, then that potentially becomes a play. If it's not going to consolidate and it's a fat red candle, then we leave it alone. For now, it needs to consolidate around $1.10, build a base, right, and then go back up. Cool. And CMTL is still failing below that double top. NLSP, ooh wee, NLSP. Yeah, 42.50, 43 cents resistance. That thing said, excuse me, whose resistance, Alex? Yeah, that thing with a really nice push. Hmm. It's a really nice pop. Penny stonks. Mm, dolls for a good re-entry. So give it a second candle, give it a third candle, see if it's consolidating above that level, and then if it is, and then yes, and then manage your stop loss at that point. Right? If not, you might get a better position, anyways. So when we're talking about a level. As a level for a retest or as a level for support, you have to wait for that thing to go to that level and then consolidate. And if it's not consolidating, let it go below to the next consolidation level. Is that the high of the day? No, actually, it's not. Yeah, 53 was the high of the day but it's failing at 45 for now. 45 cents for now. NLSP. Awin is getting, yeah, Awin. Awin. Well done. Awin delisting. So you're still looking for that 59. MBIO looks like it's back above $1.10. 59 pennies. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we get there. And you have a nice little double bottom sitting there. So if you can get that, that would be nice. As long as it's getting there and it's curling back up, Brian, then you should be fine. And CMTL is still holding that blue line like a beauty, right? You look at one stock. So look at MLGO. Like MLGO is riding the blue line to the grave. I mean that thing is getting entered, right, to the grave. And then you look at another stock, it's just riding the blue line to heaven. Look at this one. It's like, hey, blue line, don't let me go. Even if it goes below, it closes above, right? Like you can kind of see the wicks below, but then the candle comes right back above. Look at that beautiful blue line there. Woo, right? So looking really good. The only issue with this one is it has resistance 10 cents higher. 10 cents higher. Mm. Pablo, do you like the little SPAC alert bots in the SPAC channel? Let's see. Mm, here we go. Anyways, back to MBIO. MBIO came back for the retest. Even though we wanted that thing to stay above $1.10, it came all the way down to $1.06, and then closed the next candle above $1.10. So let's see if that thing can reclaim the 9 EMA. Bots are goods. Bots are goods. $1.15. If this thing breaks above $1.30 again, I think we're all going to be looking at this and saying, "Ooh, FFIE 2.0." So $1.30 is going to be that level, because I think it's one thing to dip at the open and then rally, right? Like you go up, you go down. It's almost like price discovery. You're going to go up once, you're going to go down once, and then what comes after that is the true direction. So if we fail to get above $1.30 and we break below 90 cents, then we're potentially in trouble, right? But if we get a higher low and then we break above $1.30, ooh, okay, let it cook. CMTL though, that thing just looks like it wants to break out. What's your question, Claudia? What's the question for SPWR? 391, 393, 394, 397, 390, and it's gone. $4. Alicia, are you still in this one? You still in there? That candle hasn't really closed yet though, so a bit of a scam candle all the way to 410. Hasn't really closed above that left hand side pivot yet, but it looks like it should. Looks like it should. Ooh, 417. Oh my days. 420. Oh my goodness. 425. Dang. La 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 la. Think about you in at 723 from a while ago. And NE. I'll take a look eventually. Is that a long term play for you or just a quick scalpy? Quick scalpy or long term investment? Love it. Okay, let me look at some of these other names here, and then I'll come back. But yeah, that looks really good, and it looks like that thing doesn't want to go all the way down to 59 cents. And MLGO looks like it's finally trying to consolidate. Maybe that thing is going to cross again. If you're going to play with this thing, make sure you wait for that thing to cross above the 9 EMA already, because it's clearly proven to stay below for the entire morning. It's consolidating. Yeah, that's one thing, but it needs to break above. NE, you got it at $7 a while ago. Banjuli, there's really yeah. Okay, never mind. Wait, why was there? Okay, never mind. That thing was just delayed. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, $7, and whatever you, yeah, 723. That's a really good entry for you. And you got in all the way down there actually on the reclaim of the nine on the curl back up. So your next obstacle is that 52 week. Is that 52 week highs or all time highs? That looks like all time highs, doesn't it? Yeah, that's all time highs on that stock at $10.71. So you're pretty damn close to a major resistance level here. Um, so I would, on a position like this, again, you really have to think about it, right? You say it's a long term investment for you. So I don't know if there's really anything I can tell you other than, just think about it more since we're approaching a major resistance level, right? The only other thing, like if I was in your position, the only other thing I would think about is obviously one, like do the research. And if you like the company, then you're fine. Plus, you have a really good entry, anyways. So you can say, you know what, I'm in at $7. My stop loss is $9. I don't care, right? So, or the other thing you could do is you can say, you know what, like if either way, I think you should have a stop loss so it doesn't hit a double top, and then all of a sudden you're back to $7, and you're like, damn, where did all my monies go, right? So the only other thing you could do is you could just keep holding this for now, and on any day that it goes from green to red, or any day that's red, you just get rid of it. For now, it's fine. Like it's consistently pushing up, and you're getting higher lows. You just hope that it gives you a breakout. So I think you're fine. Yeah, it's a newbie, Christian. Ah, okay, thank you. Yeah, the volume isn't the best, but it looks nice. Like the chart looks nice. Oh yeah, it is a newbie. Yeah, there you go. There's your IPO. There's your IPO from $4, $3 at all-time lows, and then slow and steady, all the way to the double top. Hopefully, this isn't a China play. No, New York. Okay, good. Anyways, so yeah, it looks good for now. Looks good, good, good. So I think what we're gonna have to deal with for now is, like there's that 130, and then there's 90 cent stalls, right? So it broke above a dollar. Yeah, it broke above a dollar really quickly to retest the demand, but then reclaimed a dollar. So yeah, just give it time. Give it time to see if we consolidate above this demand zone. Like I said earlier, right? So it's one thing to push once at the open and then dip once at the open. So basically, you've done price discovery in both directions. Now the true direction is going to come, right? If we break below 90 cents, then we might just be done with it. If we break above $1.30, then we might be in a really good spot. So you either get a double bottom or a higher low, and if you can, then that's good. Cool. Back to Rely. Rely said, "Hey guys, so this is kind of what you want to see on MBIO, right? Is again you dip once, you rally once, and then you come back for a higher low or double bottom, and then pop, right? Yeah." So yeah, this one looks really good. That 59 never hits. It just consolidated and then closed above the 9 EMA, right? So that whole 9 EMA strategy we keep talking about, and it's halted at 89 cents. Woof. 89 and halted. I know crypto MGT is diamond handing this one. So well done. Yeah, so that thing is halted. Halted ups. Mm, there we go. MBIO, CMTL. Thank you for the super chat, crypto. Rely, 89 cents. Send it, send it. Thank you. Uh, oh, you got in, Brian, at 69? Okay, good. I wish I would have. Oh, you got some at 69. Okay, you didn't get your entire position? Okay. Yeah, no, I know, Brian. I know you were waiting for that. Was a good level to wait for, but Daniel, you got 1,000 shares at 52 cents. Well done, well done. You're 50, you're 50, you're five, you're $500 is about to become $1,000, and you're gonna be smiling. MBIO is kind of trying to do the same thing, isn't it? Right. So MBIO is trying to give us the same type of thing. Like it's trying to, again, bottom and then a higher low. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. Right. And if it does, then that's a good thing. Uh, Tesla has 69 is never bad. What's Tesla at? Virus? Virus knows how to make me look at stocks. 72 cents Pyro. Okay, good. I like it a lot. This one's a monster. Like CMTL is an absolute monster. This thing hasn't closed like below the blue line, not once. So the only thing you could have done here differently, Alicia, is maybe stay in it as long as it stayed above the 9 EMA. But that's a really good push. Maybe this candle finally will though. Maybe this candle will finally close below the 9 EMA. But that's a really nice push. So MBIO is back to $1.09. $1.09. And our Rely still halted, guys. So let's see what happens. AODD. We're not at zero yet. How to play a halt on Rely? I think again, so for Rely, let's go, William. What did you buy at? What did you sell at, William? Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. On Tesla puts, James, I'm telling you, Tesla puts his monies. Every single time Tesla puts his monies. So when you go into halt, right? When you go into halt, the initial question you have to ask yourself is, okay, I'm getting into this position, like how much of a run has it had, right? Rely is up 300%. And the second question you're asking yourself is, look at your broker and see where it's about to on halt at. Because if this thing is on halting 10 cents higher, 20 cents higher, you've missed it, right? So the halt you want to jump into is a halt that's a brand new halt, right? It's a brand new halt. It's up 20%. It's starting to move. It looks like it's going to on halt at a closer price to where it halted at, and then you jump in, right? This one's going to be a bit different, right? This thing will most likely open higher, right? So and it's up 300%. So you want to be very careful. Didi, I don't think you had a stop loss on that thing, did you? You did not. Again, please use stop losses, guys. Please, please. When you take a loss, take smaller losses, right? What did you buy that thing at? What did you sell that thing at, Didi? So first batch, 60 cents, sold at $1.23. William, come on, give me a high five. Well done. CMTL still looking okay. Looks like that candle pushed below the 9 and then closed right slightly below and then reclaimed it immediately. So CMTL right back up there. Again, smaller losses and good wins will keep you in the market, right? When you start diamond handling these positions and you're taking like nice, consistent, bigger losses, you're gonna end up in the abyss really quick. So there's nothing wrong with taking a loss. We will take a loss from time to time. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all, right? But when you start to diamond hand these positions and you're taking consistent losses, then you're going to be in a bit of a pickle. Let me take a look at RSLS. Oh, okay, that was 21 pennies. It's the volume in this thing though. The volume isn't amazing. Okay, not amazing volume. RSLS. Hmm. Yeah, that thing doesn't look amazing. The volume needs to come in there. Anyways, there goes the on halt for Rely, guys. So that thing on halted at $1. So that's what I mean, right? Rely is on halting at $1, right? It's 97. It's like 98 cents. You know, $1 is resistance. You want to be very careful if you're about to jump in into that halt, right? That's dangerous. It's easy for people that are in there ready to sell. So I will come back today. Let's go, pizza. Let's go. Good comeback. I like it. Actually putting a yeah, exactly, Rusty, and deploying the money elsewhere. Exactly, Pablo. Exactly. So I'd rather you take a $50 loss, $100 loss. See what I mean, DD? Like that's too much. That's way too much, right? You're holding a stock from 565 all the way to $4.57. Like that's more than $1 drop. MP, good morning. That's way too much, right? That stop loss should have been like way, way higher. I keep telling you guys, right? The likelihood of your stop loss hitting is very damn high, right? It doesn't matter where you set your stop loss, the chances of it hitting is pretty damn high, right? So if that's the case, like I might as well set my stop loss somewhere that I'd be happy with, right? So yeah, look at that beauty, guys. As soon as we broke above that wedge this morning, right? AEMD, it's been slowly curling. So ISPC and VRAX, those should be sympathy plays to this one, but not that it's done anything crazy though. But AEMD looks nice, right? Looks nice, and Rely looks like it's just fighting around, like it's fighting around that $1 range, right? Obviously, $1 resistance. So if that thing wants to run again, it's going to need to clear that level. Again, DD next time, stop loss higher, please, right? Please and thank you. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to start changing passwords. Please and thank you. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbots and come join us. Oh, love it. Amazing, right? So Rely, Rely stopped me out at 92 cents for $1,300 in gains. Love it. Well done. Well done. And Rely looks like it's retesting the top of the range again, which is nice, right? Mm. Unbelievable. La, 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 la. There you go. Gains. Rely is about to, yeah, Rely just broke above $1. Love it. $1 resistance. So it couldn't close above $1 though, right? So $1. Again, when you look for breakouts, it has to close above. La, la, la. Okay, there we go. Good morning, Paige. Chris, what's your position in Sonoma? How the heck is Mara so strong? Drugs. Um, I'm kidding. Andy, for now, your main focus should be breaking above $1 and closing above $1. If it doesn't close above $1, look for closer to 80 cents for your dip. Cool? Cool, cool, cool. MBIO is still, yeah, again, it's 90 cents versus $1.30, right? You can kind of see how like MBIO is, like it's just sitting in the middle here, right? If we can stay above 90 cents, I like it a lot. I really hope it stays above 90 cents and we push back above $1.20 actually. And this one looks a bit shaky for now. A little bit shaky. Yeah, I'm seeing some of the pumpers spam RSLS, but the volume is still a bit sus though. So that thing's gonna need a lot of volume. You think it bottomed blue? I'll take a look in a second. Yeah, I'll take a look. Anyways, so NLSP. You're wondering if that thing's dipped enough to look for a position war. Seems to be doing good. Um, so yeah, I don't know how I feel about that thing sitting right below 40 cents for a position though. War. It looks okay. Like if you're in it, I think Laura is in this thing already, so that's a bit different. Like if you asked this question when that thing was kind of trying to find a base above the pivot at 35 cents, I think the answer would be different versus sitting at a potential double top at 40 cents, right? So I would wait for that thing. It looks like it's breaking 40 cents. Regardless, though, I would wait for that thing to get above 40 cents, close candles above 40 cents. So I'd give it the second candle above 40 cents war and then go from there. Alrighty. So I'd give it the second candle, close above 40 cents, make sure that it stays above 40 cents, right? And then play with it. Cool. You did, Doug? Oh my goodness. 800%? My goodness. Well done. Were you holding options or what were you holding? Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Christopher. So yeah, see how we came right back below 40 cents again. So if you're gonna play with that thing, it has to close above 40 cents. If you look at the last 10 minutes or so, you kind of notice how we've just been going in between, right? So bouncing up the bottom, but then also kind of struggling at the top. So that thing needs to give you that close above 250s. Well done. Those things are deep in the money. No wonder you're up 800%, Doug. CMTL. Well done. Nice. So 40 cents war and then go from there. And then make sure you have a good stop loss though, right? Yeah, yeah, NLSP is still playing with 40 cents there. So it's gonna need to and there goes 39 again, right? There goes 38. So again, that's why you want to give it time to close above 40 cents and actually stay above 40 cents. If not, you're dealing with violence. Rely, unless Rely can go back up and close above $1, it's obviously resistance. Sonoma, of course. Uh, choo, 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 choo. Sonoma looks like it's failing at the 50. If you're not in Sonoma, these are the only two times I would get into Sonoma, right? I would only get into Sonoma. I think you're in this already, Chris. So it would be good if you let me know where your position is. If you're not in Sonoma, what I would like to see is a dip all the way back down to this double bottom, this area, right? So that's around like 21 cents. If it can dip to 21 cents and it's holding, that's what I'd be looking for entry number one, right? So let's see if we get there. Entry number two is, you notice how we have a supply zone up there now and it's been failing right there and it filled on the left hand side as well. So you technically have a double top there now, right? So again, resistance once, which was initially support, right? From support to resistance all the way across. So obviously that's not a buy, right? So the only thing the only entry I'd be looking for here if I were you, you got in at 27. Okay, well, you kind of need to have that thing break above, right? So 25 is your next resistance. So 25, 25.50. If you can break above those two levels, then I think you're going to get to 27. For now, you really need that thing to hold about 21 though, because if it doesn't, you might just be in a bit of trouble. MBIO guys still just fighting the good fight, huh? Just fighting. Just fighting. Yeah. So your next little dipski for Rely, like I said earlier, closer to 80, between 80 and 82 cents, Brian, is what I'd be looking for there. Come on, MBIO, you can do it. Pizza, good morning, good morning. You look like a scholar with your neck, but it's just a hoodie. It's just a hoodie, Pizza. There's no neck, you know. 32 ticks, like up or down. When you say scam, I think it's down. Yeah, up. It almost looks like a double top up there, though, doesn't it, Troy? Yeah. Oh, me, I completely forgot to respond to these actually. Uh, WB, $200 in the green. Love it. Love it. La 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 la. Okay, let me respond to these actually. And then okay, let's go. Let's go. There go. There goes Rely. Rely with a nice little pop. Nice little pop. $1 still resistance though, but nice little pop. Yeah, and it's back right back down. So well, unless this thing closes above $1, it's not quite ready for that next push yet. 71 out of 88. $1,400. Let's go, Jay. Come on. Well done. I'm glad you finally said, you know what, I'm gonna join Discord, Well done, guys. A lot of you guys are cooking. Like lately, a lot of you guys like I'm just looking at Discords and this person's posting gains and that person's posting gains and that person I like it. There goes MBIO. So MBIO doesn't quite look like it's done yet. Good morning, Steve. Daily check-in. This time heading to play golf. Atlantic Ocean. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Steve. Have the most amazing day. Thank you for checking in. Much love. Yeah, nice little pop. The pullback. Okay, sounds good. So it almost looks like it now. It's between Rely and it's between Rely and MBIA, right? 96 pennies. Which one's gonna break first, guys? Which one's gonna go boom first? It looks like Rely, doesn't it? MBIO is like, don't count me out. Don't count me out, guys. It's a race. Which one's gonna break out first? 120 versus $1. You don't find it. There goes 99 cents. Ooh, there goes $1. Realize like I'm the captain now. Yeah. Richard, I'll take a look. Rely the monster. Well done, guys. Love it. Uh, uh, mm. uh uh funny. Uh Kathy Woods. What did she buy now? What did she buy? If it can break above $1 and actually close above $1, dolls, and then make sure that it stays above $1. The rest of the candles stay above $1, right? If you jump in last, you have to jump. If you jump in late, you have to jump out first. Alrighty. So there goes $1.05 for Rely. So that Rely is looking good, right? So let's see if this candle finally closes above $1. See if it finally closes above $1 there. So Rely looks good. NBIO still looks good. So come on, send it. There we go. Okay. You just you upgraded. You upgraded, or you are a new member, Steven. There goes $1.20 MBIO. Ooh, we loving it. Oh yeah, I really want to see like MBIO give us. I really want to see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You just upgraded? Okay, welcome. Welcome. Now to join Discord, no, you should be good to go, right? Do you not have the link? Stephen, if you don't have the link, I'm gonna send you a link. Okay, so this is the yellow link at the bottom of the chat. So click that link and then follow the steps in the getting started channel. You want to know what Planet just posted in Discord? Oh my goodness. Planet just posted in Discord that Discord is like a what? Oh my goodness. Discord is like an ATM machine, she says. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. I'm gonna use Pablo's favorite GIF. Oh my goodness. I congrats, yeah. Here you go. Sending it. Woof. It's an ATM machine, guys. If you're not a member yet, what are you waiting for? If you're not a member, what are you waiting for? You want us to come like sign up for you? Come join us in Discord, guys. There goes $1.20. So that looks good. Rely is still having a hard time with a dollar, like a really hard time. So technically that looks like a double that looks like a double top. Right? So MBIO, again, it looks good. The only issue we have here though is that we have supply, right? Above $1.20 to $1.30, a lot of resistance. So let's see what happens. Yeah, back to 90 cents. Do, 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 do. Mets with a nice little push again. Nice little push. Nice little push. Uh, 130. $1.30. Two. What else? Did you get into NLSP war? Did you ever get into that one or no? Let's see. Did you ever get in? Or just kind of watching for now? There it goes. MBIO. Come on, let it cook. Let it cook. 124. Let's go, pizza. Let's go. Let's go. They're not like us. Let's go. Come on. I like that. I like that. That hits hard, pizza. That's the best super chat pizza has ever sent. You're in Discord now, Steven? Let's go. Welcome. Let's go. Let's go. 125, guys. $1.25. Uh, thank you. Made enough money to run away before Russia starts bombing the US. They're not like us. They're not like us, crypto. So $1.30 is your next resistance on this one here. Of course, there had to be a roast, you know. Just be careful with MBIO though, guys. Right, that resistance is right there. So you're 5 cents away from resistance on MBIO. Obviously, I hope this thing breaks above. Like I keep saying, I hope this thing becomes like the next FFIE. Like from 13 cents to $4. That would be fire. But $1.30 is your next resistance. So don't be jumping in at resistance because you're waiting for $4, right? That thing needs to break above $1.30 and close above $1.30. So there's nothing wrong with like scalping continuously, right? You get in, you get out at resistance, you buy the breakout, you buy the retest, stuff like that. CMTL looks like it's bouncing. Yeah, 350. Little bouncy there. Close to a double top, debating on some YOLO puts. CVNA, okay, I'll take a look. CVNA has been crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, you didn't get in war. Okay, that's okay. I mean, yeah, that's okay. that thing seems like it's confused anyways, right? So like I said, what you were looking for is that 40 cents, right? It doesn't it like it actually, war, guess what, right? That thing actually dipped closer to the bottom. Like it failed at 40 cents and dipped closer to the bottom, and that's what you should have been looking for, and then popped right back up. So it's still doing the same stupid thing it's been doing, right? So you actually had a really good opportunity there, War. It looks like MBIO is failing at resistance again. So supply zone issues. This by paying for legend. No, you do not, Steven. Are you connected? You good to go? In Discord? No, you don't need to. You just need to connect your YouTube and Discord, Steven. So just follow the steps in the getting started channel. Once you do that, you should be good to go. Traders, what's your position? What's your question for ASNS? Let me know. I'll take a look. Cool. Rely kind of seems like it's getting higher lows, but at the same time, we still need to close above a dollar. La, 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 la. And then yeah, let me take a look at CV. Let me take a look at the daily here. I see what you're looking at, Virus. How the hell is Kavana at like $111, guys? Hmm. Yeah, this would be YOLOs for sure, Virus. And honestly, those YOLOs are not too bad. If you give them a bit of time, just set an alert for like a dollar, $112. Like you're not gonna lose anything, right? If that thing breaks above 112, just get rid of it, and you may you like you're not gonna lose anything on that play. Mm, okay, there we go. I know, right, Greg? It's at $3 now. Yeah. Um, no, that's okay. So what do you think? What do you think? I got in at $2, 2 or 3. Okay, let me look. ASNS 203. Please be green. Oh, you're close. You're very close. Very, very close. Um, hmm. So that demand zone is $1.90. Okay. Yeah, you're green in that position for now. What I'm looking at this. What I'm hoping that it's doing is that it's kind of forming, like somewhat of an uptrend like this for you, right? Because it looks like that's what it's doing. So I wish your entry was closer to $1.90, because then you'd be really close to that demand zone. But it does look like it's fighting to find a base around this area. So you have to look at your position, and if it's a bigger position, you might just have to put a stop loss like in the 190s. um I for sure would not let this thing again, like I would keep that stop loss really tight to where it's at now. And then if it broke below, then honestly, if it can dip all the way to like between 190 and 184, which is 184 is the low of the day, so if it goes below that level, it's dead, right? So an entry between like 190 and 184, that would be a safer spot for you. But for now, like keep that stop loss tight. I think again, it looks like it's fighting. So if it can stay above $2, stay above 198, I think you should be okay. Hopefully, I'll keep a close eye on it if I can. If I can. No, 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 no. Doug, it looks good. It looks good. You sold your position already, though, right? So what's your question now? Yeah. La 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 la. Mustafa, you made $700. If it still looks good, okay, beautiful. Don't think he's reading the chat. I am reading the chat. I just don't read the chat if the question is, yeah. Let's go. Thank you, Highs Vibe. Yeah, don't forget to smash the like, guys. Ronel says, I got kicked from ASNS. I got it yesterday at 206. It was up pre-market, set a stop loss for 230, thinking about hopping back in. Love it, Ronel. So Ronel, like I think that last answer should have answered your question as well. Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah, so Blue is asking for Sing. I'm in and thinking I'm all in and making nothing. Should I wait it out or move on? Let me take a look, Blue. No, 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 no. Already? You made 500 already, traders? I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. ASNS is still fighting, right? Like it's trying to stay above that $2 level. So hopefully it really does. Um, yeah. Okay. NLSP is slowly creeping back up their war. So again, you had some opportunities to get into this one, right? Um, yeah. Okay. Let me take a look at Sing. So you're all in. I'm not sure what price are you in at. So I'm just gonna look at this thing on a bigger time frame. It's up 13% today, actually, which you should be green. I hope. When you say all in, again, maybe let me know what price you're all in at, because that really makes a difference. Let me know. Um, so yeah, 16 cents. Okay, you're all in and you're green, which is good. Um, so if you look at the last 3 days or so, the all-time low for this thing is 9 cents. Yeah, 960, 950 actually on this candle. I don't think you want it anywhere close to that price, especially if you're all in though. If I were you, honestly, like the low of the day is 1592. Would not let it go below that level. Absolutely not. Right. So your stop loss should be really close. Forget about like staying in or whatever your question was. Should you wait it out or move? You're fine for now. You're green in your position. Put a stop loss somewhere at break even or slightly green if you have to, but don't let that thing break below 16 cents. Okay, sounds good, Stephen. I'll take a look. Again, look at MLGO, right? Do not diamond hand stocks, please. Look at this nastiness, guys. Minus 20%. Look at this nastiness. Look. Like the market opens and that thing just starts dropping. No signs of hope at zero. Zero. Maybe a little bit of hope right there. But then as soon as we break below this bottom, there's no signs of hope. That's nasty. So again, don't diamond hand stuff, please. Right, Rachel, Didi, if you didn't sell this thing for a $200 loss, guess what it would be at now? A lot lower, right? Lucas is still in this stock, isn't he? Lucas, you're still in this, aren't you? No, 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 no. Yeah, so I'm gonna send you a video. I'm gonna send you a video. You have to watch that video, follow the steps in that video, and then you should be good to go. I'm gonna send you a video, Steven. Righty. So I just sent you a video. If you follow the steps in that video, it should help you connect. Make sure you use the right email. It has to be the same Gmail email you have for that YouTube account you have as a member. So same Gmail that you're paying with is what you need to connect with. But yeah, watch that video, follow the steps. Yeah. Yeah, you lost $466 in that play. Again, guys, please don't diamond hand stocks, right? Lucas, I warned you this morning. Like I picked you out of the crowd because I knew you were gonna do that. There goes ASNS, slow and steady ASNS, right? I clearly called you out in the chat this morning, Lucas, and I told you, right? You did really well yesterday, right? Do not diamond hand, right? If you take a position, you should have a max loss, right? So don't get into a position and then just sit there because these things will crash and crash and crash and crash and crash, right? So there's no need for you to be in that play when it's breaking, when it looks like this is horrible. Like there's no need for you to be in this play. There's no signs of like anything good, right? So just absolute rubbish. Use stop losses, please. Otherwise you're just gonna end up losing it all. Anyways, there goes NLSP back to the highs of the day, 45 cents, and then back down. Yeah. Bondi, who did? Tell me. But today, for some reason, moving at slow pace. No boom skis dolls. Yeah, I mean, today's technically Friday, right? Today's Friday because tomorrow is a holiday, right? So today is going to be one of those days where everybody is super cautious and locking in gains. Locking in the gains. AEMD looks okay still, right? Not bad. And CMTL doesn't look like it wants to give up. Of course, Bondi. Yup. I still like what MBIO is doing. So stay above $1, and I still like it. To break 123, I mean, it looks good holding above $1. 123, I'm not sure. Yang. Exactly, dolls. Yeah, exactly, Greg. You want to be careful. You want to be very careful. 10 o'clock. Hmm. There goes $1.19. So Yang, you're very close. I would rather you ask a question that includes your current position than ask to predict the future, because I don't know. Anyways, there goes AEMD again. That thing looks nice. There goes 76. Crypto's dumping. Oh lordy. So yeah, that looks good. And then MBIO, yeah, testing $1.20. Um, the only issue that we have is we have that supply zone and it's getting bigger, right? It's getting bigger and we're getting lower highs now too. So if you're in MBIO, please remember that this thing was at 13 cents 2 days ago. It was 13 cents 2 days ago. Well, it's at $1.18 now, right? It's up a lot still. So you don't want to be in a position where we're getting lower lows and then all of a sudden we have a fat red candle and now you're holding a bank. So make sure you have stop losses. You're good to go, Stephen? Perfect. Love it. You're here to mitigate the mistakes you've been making in the past. Please take emotions out of trading and put an emphasis on what the chart and volume are telling you. Absolutely, Pablo. Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. So, absolutely. Minimize those mistakes, guys. When you make a mistake, right? When you make a mistake, you like the only way you get out of that is using that stop loss, right? Is exactly, Pablo. Exactly. Do, 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 do. Exactly. Come on, give us the breakout. GME to the moon. You know what? I will look. I'll look at GME. I will look ski. What's GME at? GME was at 23. Yeah, 23 back to 2020. Again, I said this on Sunday, right? GME is a scalp from the low 20s to the 30 and like the low 30s. Every single day, GME is doing the same thing, right? The low 20s back to $30, low 20s back to $30, right? So it's done the exact same thing today. Like it's $23, double bottom, almost 23. And then we're back to 20 above 25, right? So it's just doing the same stupid repetitive action all the time now, which is fine. Like just play with it. You can either scalp GME or have it scalp you. Exactly, Peter. Exactly. So I've said this. I said this all of last week. Like GME is going to be an amazing scalp for a long time, right? But for those of you guys that are holding GME and praying that it goes, I really hope it does. But it might get like really, it's going to be frustrating because it might take some time. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So it doesn't matter these days. Exactly, Steve. Let's go, virus, and what? And send it. There goes MBIO. Come on. Uh, yeah. at every moment. Yeah, and then they would also be in potential jail, because then the market people would, yeah. You're still in. Whew, whew. You're still in at 27 cents. Love it, Sean. I love it. I like that response. Right. So Sean says, when I look at these like when I think of my stop loss sometimes, it like I miss some of these plays, but it also helps with the losses. Right. So I like that a lot, Sean. When you're going into a position, guys, the first thing that should cross your mind, like when you go into a position, the first thing that should cross your mind is like, how much money am I gonna lose in this play? Like that's it. You're in at the $1.90, Federico. Okay, better entry. Yeah, let's see if it stays above $2. Right. The first thing you should think about is like, how much am I going to lose on this play if it goes against me, right? And that's where you want, and then you figure out your stop loss. ARM is at new all-time highs. Whew. Virus is smiling. Virus is not saying anything in the chat, Yogi, but I promise you, he's smiling right now because that's one of his favorite long-term plays, and he's been spamming that name in the chat. So spam, spam, spam. GME with yeah, GME at the highs of the day, guys. Almost 26. So that's nice, right? Amazing scalp. Uh you're still waiting for them to straight your R? Okay, okay. Yeah, take your time. ARM and MU. MU is an absolute beauty. An absolute beauty of a stock. You look at the daily chart on that thing and it's just phew up, 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 up. MU. MP, I like that you have MU and you're just diamond handing that play. So congratulations. You might need to exercise those calls you have though, so you can set a stop loss on your shares. But yeah. Mm, um, na 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 na. Perfect. Uh, while you're yeah, there you go. Yeah, exactly, Trevor. So paper trade for now, MP. While you're waiting, while you wait, paper trade. That should be like a slogan. Christopher, yeah. Yeah, arm, yeah. A beautiful, beautiful stock. ASNS is back above $2, so that's okay. That's a-okay. True, 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 true. Let me look at ARM. ARM Holdings, 169. Sheesh. Look at that thing. See, I had no idea ARM was above $100. Oh my goodness, what the hell? Well, I mean, it was above $100 because we talked about all of these levels and whatnot, but sheesh, look at that thing. My goodness, of course it had to be 169. The last time as I look at this, yeah, 510, 520, yeah. Yep. My goodness, sheesh, look at that thing. Can you please check what's going on with it? There's nothing going on. MP is just doing the same thing it's been doing all week. GME up, down, same thing, nothing new. Beautiful looking chart. You notice how whenever there's beauty on the stock, there's always the blue line, guys. When anything good happens, the blue line is right there to take credit, you know? It's like, oh yeah, it's popping. I'm here. If you're still holding a MBIO, type in yes in the chat. Yeah, this thing is for sure giving vibes, you know? La 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 la. Giving vibes. Yeah, love it. Yeah, quite a few people. Yeah, no. So we need to break above $1.20 and then break above $1.30, and then from there it's bring in the FOMO crowd. You know, everybody just FOMOs at that point. Catalyst up 10%. Okay, here we go. 122. You can do it, MBIO. You can do it. You can do it. Uh, I was just looking, had my watch list, and I saw Tesla on side eye Tesla, and Tesla was crashing. Oh, Elon, send him to jail. Anyways, moving on. Stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. The entry I should watch. For pre-market, no, just I would pay attention to Stock General, Stephen, in the morning, because that's where everybody's chatting, and those alerts go in Stock General in the morning, unless I post something in a different channel, but and then you get an alert. But again, go through every channel in Discord, please. If you're a brand new member, you have a minimum requirements. Go through all the channels in Discord, all of them, and see what's in what, right? And then go from there. Yeah. Uh, you took 30%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, oh, MBIO, come on, give us the boom skis, guys. I want to see boom skis. I want to see boom skis, guys. 127. Ooh, just give us the vibes. FFIE vibes, guys. FFIE vibes. Go to 169 so Pablo can smile. And then go to 369 so Virus. Anyways. What do you mean war? Oh no, right? Are you in it now? If you are in it, then support around 38 to 37. Anyways, back to MBIO now. 128. Come on, give us that breakout. You can do it. You can do it, Dennis. Send it, send it, send it. Let's go, Greg. Come on. So we're sitting in that supply zone. We've failed here quite a few times already, but we're hopeful that it breaks out, you know? Again, like I said earlier, right? We go up, we go down, right? So 130 resistance versus 90 cents for support. So if we broke below 90 cents, we're done, right? If we break above $1.30, and then just send it to make up, Lucas. Please and thank you. $2 would be nice. $2 would be nice. And there goes a 2 penny fail from $1.30 for now, but it just feels like it's a matter of time, doesn't it? Come on. So again, no one should be jumping into this thing at 128, 129 when we all know that 130 is resistance, right? And look at that, we just failed again. So that's not a big surprise. We know it's resistance. So we just hope that it breaks above resistance, and then we can celebrate. Yeah, like at 27 cents, right, Lucas? Something like that. So let's see. I do like how we've been forming some higher lows, right? Higher low at 98 cents, another dipski here to $1.08, another dipski to $1.14. So hopefully we can maintain that and then break above. Right? Make sure at the very least, make sure you have a stop loss in this already. Because again, it's Friday today. It's Tuesday, but the market is closed tomorrow, so we can call it Friday, and then another Friday on Friday. So you don't want the company dropping some silly news, right? Just the fact that the market's closed tomorrow might be a little bit concerning. I wish the market wasn't closed tomorrow, because then maybe this thing could continue. But it being a holiday, I think people might want to sell at some point today, but hopefully not. We'll see. Put a stop loss. Chewy. Now jump into multiple option positions at once. Be patient. Wait for. Come on, it's only 6 cents. Like how big is 6 cents, guys? Like how much does it take to to get above like 6 cents? Come on, you can do it. Let's see. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Please and thank you. Once we get to 200 likes, this thing's gonna break resistance. You guys want to try it out? Let's do it. Come on. Everybody smash a like. Let's get to 200 likes and let's break above $1.30. You can do it. You can do it. I mean, it might not work, but like we might as well just try it out, because you guys are holding us back. You guys are holding us back. Like we need some good karma, right? Smash a like, because see, it's going down because we're not smashing the like. We're slacking, guys. Slacking. Once we get to 200 likes, just watch that thing go boom skis. I'm gonna make a phone call to the FBI and say, "Hello, FBI. Yeah, I have some secrets. You know that guy called Peter? Yeah, I have some secrets. Just make sure this stock goes above $1.30 though. So yeah, there you go. Uh, no. You guys need to smash a like explicit and then watch the boom skis. Spin the wheel. What if the wheel doesn't like it? No, 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 no. What's RELI doing here? I'll come back in a second. Yeah, RELI looks like it's still bouncing off 80 cents. Same base. There you go. So yeah, that thing's been holding 80 cents really nicely. Back to MBIO, still at $1.20. No, 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 no. No, Lucas. I think no. There's more than that. You might just have to refresh, Lucas. There's it's almost 200. So Lucas, Boomskis, CMTL is still looking good, right below $4. Still looking good. $1.21. MBIO. RELI, same. ASNS, nothing. Come on, MBIO. Be our savior today. Only hope. Come on now. LR8C. I know you guys have been spamming this one in the chat too. Let me take a look really quickly. LR8C. Ooh, nice. That's actually a nice looking chart. Telling you, like every time there's a beautiful stock, there's the 9 EMA, the blue line right beside it. Right beside it, So yeah, breakout, close above the breakout at $1.12 and then boom skis. That's actually really nice. Very nice. Praveen. So like I said earlier, if you're looking for an entry, right, into MBIO, like that's not it, right? It's different for the people that are already in this and they have stop losses. When you see that thing at resistance like this in the red zone, that's not it, right? You want to be safe, and this is not safe, right? You might as well wait for that thing to break out or give you a bigger dip ski. Alrighty. Otherwise, you're just asking for violence at this point. So when you see a stock that's failed at $1.30 a few times, you don't jump in anywhere close to $1.30 unless it breaks and actually closes above $1.30. And this one's cooking 53% there, 54% for LRHC. I think said Greg, you want to send it? Send it. La, na, 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 la, na, na, na. Splits. Ooh, that thing is cooking. 170. Damn, 173. Sheesh. Early and entered exit at 131. 3 minutes made $44. Love it. 69%. And watch it go down from here. Thanks to Pablo. 69. Nope. That thing said nope, nope. 72%. Been waiting for 2 weeks on the pub. My original was la, la, la. Love it. 177. But miners are holding up. Yeah, I think it's because again, when you look at these miners, right, you always have to combine like the actual stock market and the miners. Miners have the worst days when like the market's red and crypto's red. So when the market looks okay, oh my goodness, LR, whew, damn, 84%, 85%, $2 incoming for that thing. Oh my days. I was who FOMOed into this thing? Uh, I bought at 130, hit your stop loss, and then left. Young, what did you buy at $1.30? This one? Uh-oh. It's halted at 197. Halted up. Entered at 42 cents, small position, only at 200 shares, so I'm not concerned. Interested in your take? Okay, sounds good. Like I said earlier, like look at what it's been doing for the last 30 minutes or so. Like it bounces off like the bottom range. Since it's not a massive position for you, honestly, I think you're fine. Like I like again, I think you should be fine as long as it stays above 35 cents. If it goes below that level, then you might have to get rid of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's annoying, Young. That's annoying for you. So you bought at a dollar. You bought at $1.30. What did you put your stop loss at? Uh, yeah, I think I can kind of see where your stop loss hits. What did you buy at? What did you put your stop loss at? Nice rallies. Yeah. What did you put your stop loss at? Nah, nah. Yeah, MLGO reversing JR. I'll take a look. La Rosa. Yup. 124. You bought at 130 with the stop loss at 124. Dang. That was a really tight stop loss though. Really tight stop loss. Yeah, I can see your stop loss right there. Yeah. And then on that same candle, that thing rocketed again. Yeah, that's pretty. You had $13,000 in. I think that's the problem, right? Your position was really weak, was really big, that you had to keep a really tight stop loss. But if you look at this chart, there was no red flags on this chart, right? Not a single red flag, right? Because I mean, look at how well it closed above the 9 EMA on that same candle, and then it just rocketed after that. So I think the only problem there was your position was really big. Um, that's a tough one though, because you'd be smiling right now with a lot of monies. Yeah, yeah. Your stop loss hit right at the bottom, and then it just exploded after that. That's annoying. Um, MBIO. I'm telling you guys, hit the like, guys. Let's get to 200 likes, and MBIO is gonna break out. You guys are still slacking. It's waiting for you guys. Yeah. 2 seconds, yeah, that was a tight stop loss though. If you think about it, right? Like $1.30 to $1.24, very tight. Especially when the candles are that crazy. Like these are crazy candles. Like look at the size of these things. So next time maybe a smaller position with the stop loss like below an actual support, right? Um, but I'm happy you had a stop loss though, because if that thing halted down, you'd be happy that your stop loss hit. MBIO is still in that 120 range, guys. Obviously, a lot of supply, so some volume is going to need to hit at some point. Does your chart show confirmation? Yes, 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 yes. Sunny, yeah, we actually talked about that higher low pattern that MBIO was forming earlier. It just needs to break above $1.30 though. Yeah, wait for the dip, Joseph, or wait for the breakout. And then La Rosa. La Rosa is just halted below $2 still. When using full position, Trevor, yeah, the best thing to do with stuff like that is, if you're gonna do a full position, it has to be a stock that that's dipped to support and it's consolidating, right? Or if it's a crazy stock like this, you just have to scale into that position instead. Right? Rely, yeah, Rely is looking a bit sus. So that thing better stay above 80 cents though. Come on, when on halt. Mm, BDRX. uh, Random stuff, yeah. Oh my goodness, look at that. La Rosa. Sheesh. My goodness. 217, just like that. So congratulations if you're in this one. Just don't forget to pay yourself. Don't forget to pay yourself on the way up, or at least move your stop loss higher. This is where MBIO needs to go, Like MBIO needs to learn. That's where it needs to go. Ooh, my goodness, La Rosa. La Rosa. My goodness, look at that thing go 130%, just like that. Just like that. Sheesh. No, 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 no. Okay, I see why. La Rosa. That thing's going for brand new highs of the day. Oh my goodness. Talk about like FOMO. Talk about FOMO. Damn. Thing's cooking highs vibe. Cooking. How come MBIO can cook like this, Rosa. Wisa. Rosa. Husa. Unbelievable. What a monster, Dennis. And it's not even done yet, is it? Sheesh. Praveen, if you're going to do that again, you have to. Are you connected in Discord now, Praveen? Are you connected? Yeah, you connected in Discord? Um, well, let me scroll up and see what the first time this thing was posted in Discord as an alert on that push up. Because I know again, this is not a brand new stock. Like this has been spammed in Discord a lot already, right? So that thing got posted at 10:48. Let me take a look at 10:48. I just want to see if there was a breakout. 10:48. 10:48. The first alert was right there. So you can kind of see that there's a bit of a problem right there. So as soon as that thing broke out, if you're gonna FOMO immediately, right? Because that was right there, $1.40 to $2.40. If you're gonna FOMO, you have to do it right away on a breakout, right? Clearly, again, there's resistance right there at $1.40. So it broke and closed above $1.40. Send it. before it's too late. If you know you're gonna feel FOMO, you might as well do it right away. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna feel FOMO at $2.40, you might as well feel FOMO at $2 at $1.40. Feel the FOMO right away. So already. So for now, be careful because 250 resistance is right up there, right there. So yeah, Praveen, make sure you go through all the channels in Discord, and yeah, you're getting in, you're getting into this thing. Yeah. So what you need to do, Kodai, I think you upgraded to Legend, right? So those videos should be available to you now. Just trying it out. Don't try it out when it's up like at the highs of the day, right? Unless it breaks out. Um, because I don't think you've shown up to like were you in the last two classes we showed examples, right? Also, we did a live example on the last stream we did when the market was open before we came back in Discord, right? So if you haven't watched some of those videos, Kodai, go back in Discord. There's a video that says how the bot works, and there's the multiple examples. So go to Discord in the education channel. There's a video that says how the bot works, and there are examples in there. Just trying to get info out. Okay. Yeah, Praveen. Yeah, make sure you're connected and then watch some of those videos, please. Right, those will really help you out. Please and thank you. Yeah, MBIO just keeps failing in that supply zone, so maybe that zone is too strong of a resistance area. Too strong. Yep. If we get back anywhere close to that level, though, Greg, it's gonna break above. It's gonna break above $2.34 LRHC. Things like, hey, be quiet, I'm the captain now. 240. Anyways, so 240, 250 resistance, it's very typical, like with any stock, right? So that's why I'm a little bit hesitant with Praveen jumping in at 240, 250, because we know it's resistance. So just be a little bit cautious, please, Praveen, before you end up holding a nice little bag. Yeah, just make sure you're not adding dips in and you're going red on your position, Greg. Because again, that thing was today's technically like a Friday, right? As this one looks like it wants to break out again, again 250 resistance. So again, remember that thing was 13 cents, right? So it's up a lot, a lot, a lot. Um, so be careful, please. That resistance is strong, but the stock isn't giving up though. It's very strong. The stock is like, I'm stronger. Come on, 240. Um, Hopefully at a nicer discount though, Greg. Hopefully at a nicer discount. There he goes, 247, 249. Here comes that 250. Nope, back to 240. So again, 250 resistance, break above and halt up. 3, 2, send it. You rotated, yeah. Here we go, 47, 45, 47, 48, 49, 50. Is it gonna break it? It looks like it's just a matter of time at this point, doesn't it? But yeah, anyway, so yeah, 250 resistance. and fail for now. Fail for now. For now, for now, for now. That thing is still fighting to go back up there, though. Greg, Greg is looking for boom skis again. There goes 47 again. 49 again. Oh, it's gonna break above it, and there goes 53. Not that it's actually closed above it, but it broke above it. So that 50 is still a problem unless you break and close above it. Technically, is a fake out. A lesson with are you learning a lesson with NLSP? Yes. No stop losses, right, Bald? What's your entry price? What did you get in at? Use stop losses, guys. I don't know why we don't like stop losses. I really don't know why. I don't know what the issue is with stop losses. I think there we go. Oof, La Rosa. La Rosa say, hey guys, I'm the captain now. Oh my goodness. La Rosa. It just had to go to 269, huh? Of course, Pablo. Of course. 270. RELI? I'll take a look. La Rosa. There you go. 73, 75. All it had to do was break above 250 and then people got excited, right? That's all it had to do. Break resistance and everybody's like, yay, send it. Vibes. Yeah, here you go. I'm gonna zoom out in a second here because I want to see what's before we get to $2. I always thought it will go back up. No, 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 just exactly TK. I don't know what people have such a hard time with losing that you're not willing to lose a little bit, and that's causing you to lose a lot more, right? Just set your stop loss, guys. You don't run the stock market. Who the hell says you have to be right all the time, right? Look at most of these analysts on Wall Street. How often do you think they're right? Right, if I search up on Google, you can do that, right? Search it up on Google, right? Search up on Google and see how how right a 5-star analyst is on Wall Street. I mean, 5 stars, 1 2 3 4 5 stars, a 5-star analyst. Does anybody know? Just throw out some random numbers in the chat. Right? What's the percentage of a 5-star analyst? What do you guys think the number is? These guys have a lot of monies. They have friends in high places. They went to school for this stuff. And how right, 50% is the number. 50%. If you work in Wall Street and you're right half of the time, you're a 5-star analyst, right? And then we have people in the chat that are like, "Oh, I don't want to be wrong. It's gonna come back. I don't want to be wrong ever. I'm just gonna keep diamond handling this position until I'm right." Right? You have people that are in better positions than you are, and you are at 21 cents. All right, you sent it, crypto. Dang. Okay. Yeah, I was watching it closely. I just never sent it though. RSLS. Yeah, that 2020 to 21 cents. Oh wow, it's at 23 cents now. Dang, should have sent it. Yeah, we mentioned this one earlier, right, guys? RSLS. Good morning, Yi. Let's go, William. People need to learn to And Morris Brindley has said to Holdo, exactly, Pablo. You have people that are supposed to be amazing at this, right? and people that run your retirement accounts. Like these people, you trust them to run your retirement accounts. When you retire, you're like, hey, I need my retirement money now, right? These people are right half of the time. And instead of you, like, taking defeat when you have a smaller loss, you're like, nope, nope, I'm just gonna diamond hand it. I'm down $100. Nah. I'm down $1,000. Too late now. Okay, I'm down $5,000. Yay. So take your loss and move on, and understand that you're not going to be right all the time. That when you're wrong, like, accept it and move on, right? Accept that you're wrong and just take a small loss and move on, right? Take small losses and move on. There's not a single person in the chat that's right all the time, right? If you're right like 80% of the time, I mean, like, we've also used this example. Like, let me see if I can, like, I pull up this screenshot all the time. All the time I pull up this screenshot. When I'm wrong, I'm right. Pizza is never wrong, right? The whole secret to winning in the stock market is not being right all the time, but to lose the least amount possible when you're wrong, right? Like, you're gonna be wrong all the time. You just have to make sure you minimize the loss when you're wrong. Move on, right? You see the amount of times we win in this community. Don't let that get don't ruin that by diamond handing stocks. You don't want to make $500 and then lose $500. Like, what the hell are you doing, right? You make $500, you lose $100, you lose $200, right? Like, the odds of the community are, like, if we lose like once or twice, we will win way more than that. So just don't go losing all your monies, please. The secret is futures. La la la. Yeah. La la la. Random stuff. I don't think you're in Discord, right? Join us in Discord. Go through educational stuff. Education is your number one. That's your foundation, right? So go do that. Yeah, exactly, Virus. You can't make $500 and then lose $1,500. You're just not, like, it's just not working. Exactly, Rusty. Exactly. Like, you know and I think that's the issue too with a lot of these stocks is, like, people will, instead of securing the regular 10% 20% gains, like, everybody now, since you've lost a lot of money, you want to make all your money back in one stock, and you're up 50%, and you're like, I'm not going to sell it, it's going higher, and then it crashes, right? Someone's going to hold the bag in MBIO. Like, somebody's going to hold the bag, right? When this is all done, someone's going to be holding a bag. Make sure that it's not you, right? Again, from 13 cents to still at $1, make sure you have a stop loss somewhere. If you know that this thing has a lot of resistance at $1.30, even though we wanted to push above $1.30, it doesn't mean you just watch it, right? Plus, again, like I said, it's a Friday technically, so be very careful. La Rosa looking good though. 4,000%. We do need 1,000% gainer, don't we? But you're trying to random, yeah, okay. Yeah, if you can watch some of these videos, ask questions, I'm sure that would help you. Random stuff. There goes La Rosa with a lot of stalling and some failing. Spy puts, is spy dipping. I'm not ignoring Dan. What did you say? I missed it. Every day you're doing something wrong. Pizza. Terrible advice. You will never lose, Rusty. You're not wrong, because the wheel is often right. Often right. And oh, damn! Spy went from green to red, guys. Red. Oh lordy, the Tesla only goes up when the market goes down. What a trash stock! What a trash donk. RSLS, is that thing still pushing? Oh yeah, it is actually. Dang, look at it go, guys. Dang, I should have executed on that trade, right? So again, earlier today we talked about RSLS, right, guys? At 20 cents, well, it's at 25 cents now. Sheesh. Yeah, I completely slacked on this one here. completely slacked on this one. Seven. La 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 la. I never made monies on the stocks. They're all trash. Every single stock is trash. Doug says I diamond hunted a $24,000 loss once. It's been 2 years since I was up. I was $1,000 from my goal. Never been never been close to it since. Yeah. Yup. Yup. That's a nice push. It's a very nice push. La Rosa. Other than crypto, did anybody else jump into RSLS? RSLS. Anybody else? Nice push. La Rosa. Yeah, it is. Maybe a retest of the 200 here. 330. 330, 325 JR. But honestly, again, look at the way that thing broke below 350, right? If it's gonna break below 350 like that, that's not a buy. So La Rosa. This one's having issues at 25 cents. La 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 la. So yeah, La Rosa. What day are you available for one on one? Because you really we need to schedule something. I know you said you're busy, but unbelievable. You know what? I'm just gonna ignore him. Just gonna ignore him. Anyways, what day are you available? Make sure you schedule something, please. Schedule something. Pizza is a hater, you know? Hater. Hater. 26 pennies. Oof. It's a really nice push, actually. Choo, 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 choo. Nice. Nice push. ASNS. And Stock Legends, can you explain? I put a screener. uh, in Stock General, a screener. I'm not sure what you mean. I see a screenshot, but I don't think that's a screener. I'm not sure what you mean, like a screener, penny stock. Sheesh, crypto, cook. Oh my goodness, 28 cents, guys. Sheesh, VLCN is also now pushing. My goodness. Uh, it's a screenshot showing entry. Yeah. And now look, Blue, you got out of it. I'll take a look. What did you get out at? Your entry. So that was your entry. Yeah, but so oof, oh my goodness, 28.30. Um, but like your entry wasn't bad. Your entry is not the problem on that play. Like your entry is not a problem at all. Promise, right? Your entry again, like you can kind of see how that candle was holding above, right? And the next candle pushed higher, and a few candles after that. The only issue with that is you see how it's stalling to the side like that. When it's stalling like that, set a really close stop loss or take your tiny gains and move on, right? There's nothing wrong with your position, nothing at all. So you're not missing anything. Yeah, VLCN is halted up. VL. So obviously we this one was on the watch list on Sunday, right, guys? Sunday. And what did I say? Right, I said wait for this one to break above $5, right? Set an alert for $5. Wait for it to break above $5. Well, it broke above $5, and I guess it's halted up. Halted up. So let's see. Futures. What does Dan want? Any chance you can give me a MBIO? Sold and thinking about getting back in. If there's TA. Let me take a look again here. So yeah, that dip closer to $1 would have been a nice little gamble. Uh, uh, choo, 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 choo. Choo, choo, choo. There you go. Anyways, Christopher, it's halted. So it depends where it opens at. Yeah. Choo, doo, 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 doo. Depends. La la la. You're looking for an exit? Yeah, you want that thing to stay above $1 at least. You just bought now at $1.13, or you were in early at $1.13? Yeah, VLCN is still halted up. And RELI typical run to 30 cents and then dip, right? Common. So right above 28. 28 seems to be like the magic level now. Everybody knows there's 30 cents resistance. They just sell at 28 cents and then boom skis, 24. So like I said earlier, be very careful with these things you buy close to 30 cents. Yeah. Blue, yeah. You bought earlier. Well, I mean, so my only thing is like when you buy at $1.13 and you know there's resistance at $1.30, Sri Hari, you don't want to hold that thing all the way back down. I'd rather you play with this thing multiple times than just keep the same position, right? I think you're still fine for now. As long as it stays above $1, I think you're okay. If it breaks below $1, then you might really have to get rid of it, right? So yeah, next time though, when you see that a stock has a lot of resistance at $1.30, like maybe put a stop loss at $1.19 and then buy back in at the same price if you have to, right? Because now you have a bit of cushion from the gains you just made. So don't hold it and then let it come all the way back down. VLCN is on halted, guys, and that thing pushed all the way to $6 actually, all the way to $6. Maybe a $5 retest. That's quite the push. Your stop is set to $1. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, your stop should have been set already earlier, but yeah, now just put a stop loss. That's crazy. That's the scary thing about, look at that thing. It just halts it down. That's the scary thing with stocks that on halt is you don't want to touch these stocks if a stock is halted at 5:30 and then opens at $6 and it's too late, right? That thing just gapped up 60 cents. Right? You touch it and then it halts down at the exact same price that it halted at. So it's good for people that are in it because they can take profits on the way up. But no bags today, Monty. I like it. I like it. No bags, please. La, 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 la. VLCN halted down. Uh, in the beginning of your trading. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Chasing that. You are Doug. No, that's good. That's good. You're in. So in NLSP at 35 cents. The sussy zone. That's interesting. You call it a sussy zone. Yeah. NL. So you bought at 35 cents. Okay. I mean, you're not that far off, right? Hopefully, it bounces back up there for you. Um, I don't like that we broke below 35 cents though, but yeah, has a bit of a double bottom there at 31 more. So hopefully, at the very least, it stays above that. The sussy zone. Oh my goodness, I like it. I'm gonna use that now. The stock is in the sussy zone. Taking all your monies, yeah. The sussy zone. Let me look at my calendar here. Mm, hmm, interesting. Okay. Pizza violence. Habib, do you have a question for MLGO? Not as long as it stays above $1, Greg. Not as long as it stays above $1. I hope though that thing can give us a decision before we leave the stream in like 30 minutes. In like 30 minutes, 8 minutes ago. Tuesday. Hmm. You should, Doug. Yeah, you should. Alrighty, Peter. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you. Have good meetings. Talk later. Talk later. Okay. Let me look. Habib. MLGO. Doo, 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 doo. I mean, you're green in that position, and it does seem like it has good support at 320 now. So hopefully it stays above it, Habib. Yeah, and then you have resistance at 340. So if you can break about 340, I think you might be ready for a bit of a bounce. It would be nice if that thing went from red to green again. Sheesh. That was quite the sell off, though. Quite the sell off. Quite the sell off, but yeah, it's trying to hold that range. Lucas, hopefully that thing bounces a bit for you. Um, and then sing. it looks like it's trying to hold. Looks like it's trying to hold 18 cents. So is it trying to bounce again? Well, I think if I was looking for a brand new play, I'd wait for that thing to get above 19 cents. But it looks like it's consolidating at least. Not bouncing yet, but like at least it's consolidating. At least it's consolidating. Oh my goodness, VLC. And that thing came right back to retest $5, guys. Like nothing happened, right? So crazy, crazy pump and dumps on these like splits. Sheesh. My goodness. And it's halted down again. So that thing really isn't finding a base above $5. So for now, we ignore. Uh, and you're out of there? Yeah, Freebo? Hopefully. It's looking a bit weak though, isn't it? Again, my only concern is that today is Friday, right? Tuesday, but it's Friday for the market. So until Thursday. And then we have another Friday. So that's my concern is, there's a lot of, we're going into a holiday, right? It's very rare that people want to hold the momentum stock into the holiday. So very rare. Let's see if we can stay above $1. I said earlier, like if we break below 90 cents, then it's probably done. If we break below 75 cents, then it's for sure done, unless the company announces something else. So that 130, obviously we couldn't break above it. You shouldn't be buying at $1.30 anyways, and if you are, you should have a stop loss, right? Yeah, nothing's really cooking, MP. Nothing cooking. Everything looks like it's lunchtime. No cooking. Rely looks okay though, doesn't it? Reliance. Reliance, the furnace company. Anyways. La, 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 la. Do, do. La, 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 la. Let me look at that screenshot again. And then let me go back. Let me go back here on this one. Choo, choo. Yeah, I think this is your concern, right? Penny stock. You played that breakout, and then it dipped below, and then it broke out again the second time, right? So again, yeah. Uh, choo, choo, choo. 17. Copy. La, la, la. There you go. Choo, 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 choo. Yeah, no, I think what people are looking for in the market is people are looking for like an exact science. You know what I mean? Like everybody's looking for like an exact science. Like if I do this, I'm gonna get rich. Like if I do this, I'm gonna. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't work that way. Like it just doesn't work that way, right? So you have to be flexible. You have to be willing to take some losses. You have to be willing to be wrong sometimes. And when you're wrong, move on really quickly and look for the next play, right? You just have to move on. Yeah, you just have to move on. Otherwise, the market will destroy you. So, someone said a really nice quote at some point. They said that the stock market is like it's less about it, it has nothing to do with the technicals, nothing to do with the money. It's more about like a mastery of like of yourself, right? The market will bring out like your worst, your worst qualities, whether that's impatience, whether that's just anger, whether that is like the market will require you to like to fix every other area in your life in a sense and get to a point where you're, you know what I mean? So um, yeah, there you go. So leave the emotions at the door. Try your best to follow the technicals, and when they don't work, understand that they're not going to work all the time. Yeah, and there you go. Of a dollar. Oh yeah. MLGO said, "Hey guys, let me tap those stop losses." Again, that thing looks like it's clearly maintaining a downtrend now, doesn't it? So if it fails at $1.10 and then breaks below a dollar, I think you have a problem. No, 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 no. Okay, sounds good, Pablo. BMR ahead of presentation they have. Okay, BMR. How does the RELI chart look? Um, Depends on your position. It looks okay. It's found a bit of support at 72 cents off the VWAP, which is nice. But then if you look to the left hand side, we're stalling at 90 cents. So you're going to need to clear 90 cents and then it's a dollar after that, Brian. Right? So again, it doesn't look horrible, but you have a little bit of resistance right where it's sitting at now. It is creating higher lows though, but you're just really close to resistance. You're in at 79. Okay. So you're slightly green in that position. I don't know if you have a stop loss. You should. But yeah, so again, 72-ish for support. You might have another nice little base at 80 pennies now, just because it's creating a higher low. And then your next resistance is 90 cents and then a dollar after that. Yeah, let's see if it does. If it doesn't, then we leave it alone. I was hoping that it would consolidate above $5, but that thing obviously opened at $6 and then just went to the abyss. So there's really no consolidation on this chart. Yeah, it's at 87 now, Brian. 87. Yeah, Lincoln. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, there goes 88 almost. 88 pennies for Rely. So again, that really close to 90 cents then. Really close. Choo, 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 choo. And Dipskis. And Dipskis. Back to 86. What's La Rosa doing here? Consolidating $2? Okay. Yeah. I mean, we had one not too long ago though, right? The specs. Is a co-founder of Chewy. Makes sense now. Yeah, yeah, he is. I think that's the company he moved on from to, yeah, to go to GME. So you took it, okay. I hope you took it sooner though, right? I hope you took that thing a long time ago. So like when it's coming back like this, you're not still red. Like well, thoughts on NLSP is NLSP if it breaks about 53 cents. James, is that thing even close? It's at 31 cents. That's what I'm wondering. Like why 53 cents when it's at 31 cents, right? Yeah, Lucas. Next time, have a max loss, please. Right? If you buy a stock, say, you know what, like my max loss is $100, $200. Don't just sit there and watch it, please. Yeah, I would be seeing if you can find support. Anyways, I think uh, I would be looking at this to see. So yeah, JJ. I'd be looking at this just to see if we can find a base about 30 cents. Yeah. So watch 30 cents instead of waiting all the way for 53 cents. If it's consolidating about 30 cents, you can try it with a really good stop loss, right? Instead of waiting for 53, if it even gets there, right? On to look very similar because they're squished. Yeah, NVIDIA virus. Oh my goodness, NVIDIA. Sheesh. My goodness. My goodness. Wow. Isn't it crazy? Like you buy Nvidia calls at like it doesn't matter what price you buy Nvidia calls at, they just keep pumping. Tomorrow morning, futures is open tomorrow, Troy. Futures is not close. Oh, maybe then, maybe. Um, I don't know. Like yeah, maybe not right away in the morning though, because I have appointments in the morning. So until 10. Oh, okay. Yeah, I might not be available because I'm going to be running doing errands. Let's go, IB. Ayo, to $100. That would be nice, huh? Crazy. The S&P is back to green now. Everything is back to green except for Tesla. Why? Because Tesla is trash. Everything back to green except for the trashiest stock in the markets. No, 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 no. Oh, this one's kind of red. Huh, interesting. Cool. Yeah, La Rosa is doing well again. So nice little bounce off $2. Nice little consolidation. I'm crazy for selling them. Nice. That's a nice push. Resistance at 250, 240. I think said, excuse me, send it. Yeah, 250. Right where actually 245, right where that downtrend line is sitting at the purple line. Right there. Resistance. When it just pumps forever, Doug. So when it does that, in that case, you have to wait for a retest of the 9 EMA, or if you take a position, make sure that it's not too far away from that moving average. Um, or another thing you can do is you can catch it at the open of the brand new candle, and then make sure that it doesn't go below the opening of that candle or the bottom of the previous candle. You can do stuff like that if you want to. I don't think that makes any sense. I'm gonna have to show you an example here, but These candles are a bit crazy though. So, when you're looking at stuff like this, as long as it stays above that blue line, you can take a chance, right? Or wait for the opening of the brand new candle and make sure that it doesn't go below that opening. Um, War to me, it's not the regret of buying that stock, it's the regret of not selling it when it looks weak. Stop loss at 34. Okay. Yeah, your stop loss most likely hits. Yeah. ASNS looks weak today at the open, although very good news, Jimmy. Yeah, sheesh, NVIDIA. ASNS. ESNS. Yeah, that thing breaking below $2 is, especially 190 is, I don't like what it's doing. What's your position in this play, Jimmy? What price did you get it at? Yeah, you got stopped out. Holo? Yeah, Holo looks interesting, doesn't it? Holo looks interesting. At this point, the Holo is just a gamble, right? It's a gamble for a dollar hold. Yeah, you gamble at a dollar and you hope that it stays above a dollar, right? That's it. Just Jimmy, knowing that today's like we're going into a holiday, I want to say no. You bought at 250 in pre-market, ASNS, $2.50. Jimmy, in my opinion, you shouldn't be holding this thing all the way down here, right? Like everybody seems to have the same issue, guys. Everybody has the same issue. Everybody. Like we're buying these stocks and we don't want to be right. Like we don't want to be wrong. Right? There's nothing wrong with being wrong. Right? Stop letting your money go to the abyss because you're diamond handling these stocks, right? If you buy this thing at 250 and it's showing you a lot of weakness, get rid of it. 240 weakness, get rid of it. 230 weakness, get rid of it. Right? Because that thing has had a lot of weakness and now it's at the lows of the day. So and are trying to stay green in the market. Let's go, IB. Let's go, IB. You've been. I haven't seen you in the option channel. I know you're playing options. Haven't seen you in there though. Hmm. Nvidia. Sheesh, Nvidia. Nvidia is just cooking. Okay, sounds good. For a few weeks. Why? Why would you do that, Jimmy? Right? Why? Again, what you should do right now, Jimmy, is pick a level and say, you know what, like I'm looking at my accounts. I have 100 shares. I have 1,000 shares. Right. I really don't want to lose more than this amount. Right. So here's my stop loss and put a stop loss. And if it doesn't hit and it happens to be going up, then okay, amazing. Right. Yeah, Doug, there's an options channel in Discord, so you can always take a look. You're thinking about it, Monty? Yeah, you guys can spam the option channel in Discord. Right? So pick a stop loss, Jimmy. Don't worry about it like a few weeks out. Don't worry about anything like that. At this point, you've held it all the way down to $1.80. So if I were you, I'd be looking for stop loss right below $1.80. And if it doesn't go below, I hope that it goes back up to 250, right? But if it's gonna crash, then get rid of it, right? You don't want to be. I will never advise to just get rid of a position when you've held it all the way to the abyss, right? Not the abyss, but at that point, you just put a stop loss and then hope that it goes back up for you. Yeah. Yes, IB. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, a lot of you guys play with options, but a lot of you guys don't spam. So, sheesh, selling a few of those Nvidia 130s up 100%. Dan, nice, very nice. Dan cooking on Nvidia, cooking. Yeah, if you bought Nvidia options, you're just smiling, just smiling. No, 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 no. The options lab, cooking. Where did the train go? The train came back to $1 and it's just sitting there, Came back and just sitting there. Yeah, no. As long as that thing keeps fighting to stay above a dollar, like the candles keep closing above a dollar, there's still a chance. Still a chance. Just close above a dollar, stay above a dollar, right? Stay above 75 cents for like it really needs to stay above 75 cents. I had to take a deep breath and jumped into just now and made a little back and last little spike. Jonathan, absolutely, like honestly, right? There's nothing. It's nothing personal in the market. The market is not out to get you, right? You just have to move on from one to the next, right? Try your best to stick to the technicals. It like a breakout might not work this time, but 9 out of 10 times it works, right? 8 out of 10 times it works. 7 out of 10 times it works, and those are pretty good odds. So I think a lot of people take it personal. Like if I play this stock and it doesn't work this time, like this breakout never worked, this double bottom, they're pissed, right? So like these market makers want your monies. Like they clear, they do stuff like that on purpose. They let a stock break out and then they bring it right back down. So next time you're scared and next time you wait and then you FOMO at the top. So you just have to keep doing the right things, and more often than not you end up succeeding, right? ASNS is back to $2. Yeah, nice, right? So this is why like I would not advise to just when a position sucks, like you just sell it. No, like at that point just put a stop loss at the bottom, right? Because you diamond handed anyways. Is so low at first. It takes a little bit of time. Exactly, Jonathan. So exactly, Troy. It's not personal, guys. Not everything is gonna work in the market. So minimize those losses. Two, two. Na 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 na. uh, Funny. Anyways, I have like 2 more minutes, guys, and then I have to go do some one-on-ones already. So let me know if you have any last questions, because you're working nights. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me know if you have any last questions, guys, and then we're gonna hop off and go back to Discord. Alrighty. Uh, Unusual software that promote. Okay. That revive was into the let it cook virus. Yeah, exactly. $2. No, 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 no. Yeah, the only issue you're having here said is Rely keeps failing at 90 cents. Like we just went back up to 90 cents again, right? 89 cents and then backed off. Right? There's a lot of resistance up there. So that thing needs to break 90 cents and then your support, you're gonna be looking for like 72 cents ish for support. You break below 72 cents, then you have a problem. right? So 72 cents for support, 89 to 90 cents for resistance. Money's for being Doug. I don't know if there is. uh, yes. Oh, I completely forgot. I will look now, Richard. VSME. VSME. What's your position in this one? These guys did a split today. Oof. Oof. I mean, there's not very much I can say about this one, Richard. Where did you get into this thing at? I would stay away from the if you're not in it already. I would stay away from that thing until it broke above $1.60. And if you are in this thing, don't let it go below 133, please. It's 10 cents lower. Don't let it go below 133 because if it does, you have a problem. So 133 support. Well, I mean, like your max, your maximum like loss level, and then yeah, it needs to if it breaks above 160, Richard, then you have a good shot. It's also like it also fits the split theme. So maybe one of these days, maybe the company is going to drop news. That would be amazing. Some companies do splits and then they drop news. So this would be a good time for the company to do that. For now, again, yeah, 140 to 133. Stay above that, and you should be okay. No, 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 no. Pixie looks like 240 resistance. Pixie. Yeah, yeah, 240. Nas 240 resistance. Very mulliny. Yeah, it is. MLGO still looks okay. You kind of have a double top at 366. Not sure where that level is coming from, but it's just a double top. Yeah. Still hasn't forgiven. Oh my goodness. My wife still hasn't forgiven me for telling her to buy some. Oh my goodness. Why the hell would you tell your wife to buy Mullen? Of all the stocks, NVIDIA, like if your wife isn't in the market and over like involved in the market, you need to give her like good names. NVIDIA, Microsoft, for sure not Tesla. Apple, like the solid names. But no, you had to tell her to. Anyways, there goes La Rosa, guys. What's the high for La Rosa again? 290, $3 basically. Yeah, nice little bounce, Philip. Nice little bounce. You got back into this? Yeah, MBIO is still holding above $1, guys, which is good. So just stay above it. Stay above La Rosa. I was in the hells of hell's trading floor at the time. Okay. Yup. Yup. Again, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already, please and thank you. Alrighty. 10 more people smash a like. Let's get to 200. 10 more. Come on, before we leave in like 30 seconds. So smash a like, hit that subscribe. We're going to be in stock general while I do some one-on-ones already. Uh, oh yeah, one-on-ones. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, red. I will be there in 30 seconds. See you in Discord, Greg. Yeah. And if you do become a member when the stream is done, just send me an email, hotrates at hotratesx.gmail at gmail.com. Alrighty? Be safe all. We might just stream in. We're going to stream in. I'm not going to be back on stream today. If the markets look okay, we're going to stream in Discord in the Legend Voice channel. That's most likely what we're going to do. Stream later in Discord already. So we can do some education. We're not going to be back on stream today, so have a wonderful holiday, and see you guys on Thursday. But if you're not a member, see you on Thursday. If you're a member, well, see you today, see you tomorrow, see you every other day. Lunchtime. Alrighty, y'all. Again, smash a like before you go. 3 more people smash a like. Let's get to 200s. You slackers. That's why MBIO hasn't gone yet. Humble, thank you very much. See you later. See you in Discord, Greg. Virus, thrusties. Thrusties. See you, Jordan. See ya, Jordan. Alrighty, y'all. Let's go, Doug. Be nice so your wife can. Anyways. MBIO is back to $1.10 actually. Huh, interesting. See, that's a different story though. If MBIO is squeezing, we might come back on stream. Like if that thing is breaking $1.30, you're gonna see us back here, pumping, pumping, pumping. Tony, good. Baby steps, baby steps. That's the only way. Baby steps. So MBIO is the only way we're gonna come back and stream. If it's squeezing back above $1.20, $1.30, and then we're gonna come back for power hour. If not, Discord. Yeah, exactly. As soon as we hit 200 likes, the damn thing had a nice little pop. See? Okay. Much love, guys. Be safe. Bye, all.